Hey, hey, hey! How you guys doing? Hope everyone is okay. How is everyone tonight? Gonna wait for some people here to come in. Butch, how you doing, man? Just enjoying the weekend at the store. About to open up a laser and see what it's all about. Having a good weekend so far? I wanna turn on this. Hopefully, this will improve the audio quality a little bit. All right. Hope everyone is hearing me fine and the microphone is working fine. Everything seems to be fine. So please say hello in the comments. I have some extra T-shirts. I have some things that I want to give away for people that is actively commenting stuff. So the camera is facing me right now, but the laser is behind the camera. I'll show you the box. So tonight we're going to be talking about a new kit on the block. There is a new diode laser that everyone has been using around. I have it actually for about 4, 5, 6 months, 6, 7, or something like that. I've been using it. Is turning very, very quick. Turns into one of my favorite lasers overall to use on my shop. On my background, you see a bunch of other machines and stuff. But we're going to be opening this box. The box literally just arrived a few days ago. I have the tool for it. And also, after I open this box, probably I will need to go to a chiropractor or something because this is a big boy. So I don't know if everyone actually know about this machine, but let's talk about it. I didn't want to make an unbox video and just throw it in there. I want people to interact, ask, and know what's going on with this. Flocky Designs, how you doing? MD, I can't wait for the Kickstarter. So I know you have yours, and I supposed to be doing a hat, but for whatever reason, I mean, I want to blame in two things: lack of organization on my end because I couldn't find the time to raise it properly. My table is all wiggly wonky, but they did a video with a hat. I don't know if you saw the video they posted in their social. I think it was Instagram, I believe. They did a couple stuff, but this laser is just incredible. The one I have right now, and I want to turn the camera here. So you see this guy here, one with a little ball here. So that's a demo. That's a demo unit that was sent to me about 6 months ago or something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, William. So that machine was sent to me about 6 months ago or something like that, 7 months ago. Then I went to China. I was looking into some things that they should improve and everything. They walked me through how they're doing things. I learned a lot, not only about the company, but also I learned a lot about the entire culture and how things move in the other side of the planet, literally. It was a great experience. And not only for me, but I think for them, because I was with a complete, I mean, I'm already coming from the other side of the planet up to this side of the planet from the different hemisphere, right? I come from the southern hemisphere from Peru, and I moved to the northern hemisphere to US, and I've been living here for about 15 years or so. And that's already a change. And then grab that same person and take it all the way to literally to the other side of the planet, right? And be immersed on a completely different cultural behavior in every possible way. Like everything we think is wrong, I'm going to tell you that right now is an amazing experience, probably one of the best experiences I'm going to say that I have in my life, other than my son. But, and the invention of video games, I got to be honest. But other than that, it was great. Aliencell. So I'm not going to keep you more. I think this is also in Facebook. I'm not logged into my Facebook on the computer just to save a little bit of the bandwidth for the internet and not ruin much the live stream. But I wanna tell you one thing. I need your comments. I need your questions. I'm gonna be looking into the chat. Here's the computer. The laser is over there. My setup is all kind of a weird right now because holidays. I know you know very well how that is. With the holidays, we are running like crazy, trying to close. Today was our last day working, and we don't open until the 26th. Our mail service is closed basically for us because it's so many people. Everything's so behind. It's just crazy. But no further ado, guys. Let's check this laser out. I'm going to turn the laptop here, and I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to turn this with me here. All right, so I want to show you first the size of this box. So the banana is for size purposes, okay? So this is a very, very heavy baby box. So let's cut these guys. So I found these little cutters on Harbor Freight. They're not probably the strongest, but it's a baby cutter that is for boxes. So tell me you know anything about Aliencell, please. You did a little bit of research. Did you find something from Aliencell that you are curious about? I would love to know what you guys think. Now, this box is massive, okay? Like, it is very big. And the laser inside is, I mean, this table is 20, I believe it's 26 on the depth, and still the laser hang a little bit on the end. But, hey, what we need on a laser is always a nice working area. Okay, so we're gonna take a couple things first here, and I'm gonna move a couple things here because if you already figure, this laser is going to use one big table, and that's why I have this little chair right next to this. There we go. There we go, guys. So now you can see it a little bit better, and I have the table to throw stuff. So tell me where you're getting to us right now. I see there's like 9 people connected. I want to hear where you're coming from right now. You guys ready for Christmas? Because I know I'm not. So the box says team lifting is about 50 pounds. 50 kilograms? No, 50 pounds, I believe it is. Oh boy. There goes my bag again. Yeah, don't do this. I don't know. Just checking the chat to make sure that you guys are asking something. So please feel free to ask. And I have the link, and of course, I do have an affiliate too. So the affiliate comes to no extra for you, but it gave us a kickback to help us to do all this stuff and keep the channel going. So start flowing. Ugh. First thing, and I'm gonna be walking you through things that I didn't have in the original machine that is coming on this one. Again, well, the original was a prototype. Let me tell you something, the prototype already paid for more than the value of the machine itself. So, well, South Carolina. Ray, how you doing, Ray, my friend? How you doing? You're from Georgia. Yeah, Butch. I know, South Carolina. See, there's only two people that are not all timid. But that's all right. That's okay. I love you all. All right, so I have in this little baggie something that caught my eye right away. So this is a calibration. This is a calibration card, okay? So this is not a material test. It comes to stick to an acrylic that looks like a material test or something, but no, please don't throw this away. This is a calibration card, and most likely this is going to be for your camera. So very important, don't lose it. Then we have here some business card. Ooh, I like this matte business card. And it's a traditional business card, nothing fancy, nothing special here. So this is cool. And the calibration card. Don't lose the calibration card. You are going to need it. How you doing, Ray? It's been a minute. So this material, this leather, I don't know how they achieved this, but this leather, I saw it on the demo, and they did a demo here. We did a competition here about who find the best setting for this. Let me tell you something. This leather has like a silver and like a shimmery gold and black and everything. 3 layers of colors in this. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. So we have a sheet of, I'm going to guess, cast acrylic. And I say I'm going to guess because I see the acrylic, but I believe cast acrylic comes with paper and not plastic. Not sure. But regardless, we have acrylic, black, solid. This is MDF. This is a nice MDF. MDF. We have here another MDF. Basswood, ply 3 mil basswood. We have 2 of these. So I hope you guys are ready for Christmas. I'm really not. I am very blurry. I'm still very blurry. If anyone can tell me if I'm probably getting there is a more on focus and not, I think it's because the camera kind of play a little bit. But let me know, guys, if I'm all blurry or something. I shouldn't. The camera is supposed to be out of focus. And for what I pay for this camera, I will be pissed if I'm not. Yeah, I think when I get closer or something, I see myself very well on the video. Maybe it's the internet, the bandwidth of the internet as well. Not quite sure. So I'm gonna put the material here. All right, here's another drawer. User manual. Okay, so I'm gonna move it here. Let's talk about this for 1 second. Blurry. All right, let me see what's going on with that. I think it's the internet. So I'm gonna see if I want to turn off my Wi-Fi in my phone just in case. So I have the Wi-Fi off as well. I hope that helps. I don't know. I really don't have nothing connected to the Wi-Fi right now. Well, everything, but it's off. Internet is terrible lately. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see. I can do something here. Let's see. is not really showing me much. I don't see many options here for the internet bandwidth. There is no. Yeah, I don't see nothing that will look like the internet is eating too much, unless I lower a little bit this. So let me know, guys, if that fixed a little bit the bandwidth. I pushed down a little bit on the quality. I was in 2K, so maybe that helps. All right, so we have the user manual, chemical safety, fire safety, electrical safety, and then warning instructional labels where the labels are located. So list of items. This is what you want to check when you get your laser. Please let me know if the quality improved somehow. Seems like the internet is a little bit slow right now. Sorry about that, guys. Hello, Janetta Gallagher. How you doing? Oh, yeah, you're going to love this laser. I'm going to tell you, this is your new toy. I promise you. I promise you. I will put a link then on the screen that it's my affiliate and also have a code there. So everything is packed in one single link. But yeah, this is the laser for you. I can tell you that. So it comes the machine, a module. I'm not sure what is the power of this module. I'm going to guess a 40 watt because that's the one I've been using. You have the distance sensors, the autofocus, if you want to call it. You have a smoke exhaust. So the smoke exhaust is super cool. You're going to see this and you're going to lose your head. A couple of things, push connectors, and then goes to everything in this. Now, funny story. I was there in China on the production company where they assemble these. Oh, I'm excited too. I have this machine for 6 months, Janetta, and I'm getting finally the production. This is the machine that it will get your home when you get yours. And I got this one on my hands. And what I got in my hands in China was the first print demo, just a regular print. And the guy was sitting there, said, like, all right, go ahead, read it and tell me if it's anything wrong. Is there any kind of a I'm gonna say like they call something that we don't call it here or stuff like that. So yeah, I was just going through it and I see some of the changes that I put there. Some others is still there, but it was cool to be able to have right now something in your hands, you know, that you got to kind of grab your pen and say like, nope, this is not the right name. So and see that they highlight things that I thought, hey, you have to highlight this on the manual. So, okay, this is a personal achievement. So I want to put it on the side because I don't want to waste time on that right now. All right, so it's time to break my buck. Let's put the camera here so you can see my suffering in HD. All right, so my goal right now somehow is to put this says that is 50 pounds, this 50 pounds machine on top of this table so we can play with it. So let's see how that works. So let's take this out. You have the framing around to protect the box. So this is good. Oh boy. I don't know why I always do this to myself. All right, so this machine is going to rest on my legs and I'm going to pivot to the table. So first things, the plastic. And I don't know if they thought about this. This is, I want to tell you something. The sides of the flaps they have a pre-line. So you can literally, I don't know if you see the camera, but if you push this down, goes flat perfectly. So you can get close to the box to grab it. I think that's pretty cool. If they did that on purpose on the design, that's pretty cool. All right. All right, part one. Part two. Oh my God. This is heavy. All right. Okay, not gonna lie. He's heavy. All right, let's move this puppy here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, this is the little guy. Little guy. Sure it is. Thanks, Janetta. I hope they feel the same way. So far, everything indicates that they're happy with what I'm looking at the machine. And most important for me is that I get to review this machine and do as much as I can to let people buy something, that they're really going to like and enjoy. Personally, the machine so far in a prototype has been amazing. So, first thing first, we need to take this carrier here. And this is a nice, it's not just a belt, it has the Velcro. So, it's a nice strap. I'm gonna use it for something else for sure. Let's take this one out. There we go. So things that I know out of the batch on this machine, the others machine normally don't come with. Number one, this machine comes with a dual 8 megapixels each dual camera system to ensure that everything on your bed is covered, and they use AI in a very, very advanced algorithm to stitch the image of both cameras to have a nearly zero distortion. I believe the last time I was talking with them, the distortion is 0.02 millimeters or 0.2 millimeters, which is nothing. So that is really, really good. Again, I'm sorry, everyone, for the internet connection. Seems like my internet is in a very bad shape today. I hate it. I hate it. Let's see if I can do something different. I have the laptop here. Let's see if I can try to close more stuff, and I virtually don't have anything open anymore. I'm gonna close these two. So I know our internet is, it's not really. Yeah, the internet today is really not working for us. I'm sorry in advance, guys. I'm looking for every possible way right now, but yeah, internet is terrible today. I'm so sorry. No worries, Janetta. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Really very happy to see you still on the lasers. So, okay, well, let's continue with this. So this is the machine. On the top of the machine, we have all the covers. So this is the one that you want to peel just to make sure that you have the amazing view of your machine inside. Look at that. So satisfying. It's so satisfying. I already feel this thing on my back. Here, this is just another part that makes it pretty. There you go. All right, let's open up this. And this is where everything starts. So you will see immediately two cameras here, which is, they're really cool. Start phone, goes out. So we have here a bunch of blades. Ooh, I have a 60-watt now. It's gonna be a cutting time. All right, so we have all the blades here. Well, I have the other 40-watt module, so these are the cutting slats. If you're doing a lot of cutting and everything, I recommend to use the slats. It helps with the airflow a lot, really. And they have a bunch of different toys they include on this. I'm gonna put this on the side for now. So I have to remind you the working area on this machine. Look at that nice aluminum cutting slat. The working area on this machine is 18 by 24, I believe. No, 18 by 28. I don't remember. I need to check. I need to check that before I go something wrong. But I believe it's say 18. Oh, I already see something new. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So we have the data cable. We have the power cable. We took the slats already. We have a mystery box. All right. So we have here the adapters. If you are using a smaller hose or the tubes for the air assist or tubes for the fire extinguisher, because they do have a fire extinguisher. You can connect, and if it detects flames or something like that, it will automatically trigger and is taken care of. So this is the autofocus. Here is the autofocus. Look at that. Look at how cool it is. The ping. This is the activator that sends the material and then retract to cut freely. So this is the autofocus. I'm going to put it on the side. We have a peng shrink, which is the grease for every machine now comes with a little bit of a grease. This is a lot of grease actually, because you don't need to put that much. So this is great. Have a few lenses for your laser. Then we have the physical key. These are the physical key. You don't have this there, it won't work. And then if you don't have a USB-C and you need a USB-C adapter, it is here. I personally will recommend always, if you don't have the right cable, buy a different cable. They send a regular basic cable, but if you want a decent cable, just buy a cable. I'm gonna put this thing here, and let me show you these things, because I'm very proud of seeing a company working right. So these are the honeycomb pins. Here's a honeycomb pin, and it has a magnetic base also. So you can use it with the slats. So when you put a material and it's a little warp, these are very strong magnets, right? This is a very strong magnet, and you use with the slats. See, look at that. Super cool. So you put it on the slats, and these pull the material down. So these are very, very, very cool. So you gotta check these guys out. So yeah, these are my favorite. I have a bunch. All right, I'm gonna put this on the side for you. Pre-filters. So these are pre-filters for your fume extraction. So this is very handy, very useful. I'm gonna put it on the side as well for now. Oh my God, look at this guy. Look at this. Let's open it. Let's open it. I would say Christmas in July, but it's actually Christmas in Christmas. There you go. 60 watt of power, cutting power. This is a beast. This is 100% a cutting machine for this. You can engrave, yes, you can engrave, but I will not expect like a tiny little details on the engraving, okay? So I'm gonna go around here because I wanna see your comments. I know. I don't know what is this. So if that they have, Janela, they do have a version with air assist. I do have the air assist already, but you can get the air assist. So in my case, it was just a machine, but you can actually get an air assist complete kit and one with an air purifier as well, and many others. So let me show you here. This is magnetic as well. And when the module goes to a position, press this automatically, do the focal distance, and then retract, and then go to the cutting. So this is freaking cool. All right, so we have that. What else we have in here? More material. Slate coasters. This is very well packed, though. I mean, they put a lot of thoughts on how to pack this, and so much thought that I don't know how I'm gonna get this out of the box right now. There we go. Fat finger, yo. So slate coasters. Here is the fume extraction part, the fan for the fume extraction. So also I see already a couple changes here. They have a fatter seal, so there won't escape on it, and the other one doesn't have those. Yeah, this seems very nice built. So one thing that you can see here is we have a connector in this part. We also have a connector here, and it's not an individual connector. Both are exactly the same. It's because you can connect the air extraction facing to the right or connected facing to the left. All depends on your configuration for your workshop or your working environment. So it's very easy. It has a couple clips. Here you press it, you put it on, and you press this and take it out for cleaning, service, or whatever. So before moving forward, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll show you where this goes. So these round pads go there. Just simple as that. And these are the pre-filters to prevent damage to your fans. So check these regularly, take them out, clean in, wash it with water if you want, dry them. One is raw, dry, and all that. Just put it back on, put it back on, you know, and attach your air extraction back to your laser. So pretty straightforward. There's no much science. In fact, let me show you how that goes. This is how easy it goes. If you put it on, that's it. You want to take it out, you press this to clean it. You have it in the other direction. That's it. Done. Super quick. What else do we have here? And put it back. So the styrofoam, there's nothing else. I'm gonna put this on the side again. Now here it is. Of course, it is a safety glass. Yes, it is a safety glass, but you also have a safety goggles. So double protection. That didn't sound very well. So the regular accordion or flexible hose you put there. So I'm gonna put it on the side for now. We're gonna take this out. There it is. There's nothing else in here. I'm gonna bring the camera here. All right. So before you do anything else, inside the machine, there's a couple yellow tabs. Those are screws that needs to be removed so you can move these. Another thing that is very cool in this machine, besides the satisfaction of taking these things out, there we go. You're working and you have a lot of things underneath. You have a lot of different things on your thing. This is a tray crumb. So you just pull this and you can take the whole drawer. You can literally take the whole drawer out, clean it, and then you just slide it back on. And it's magnetic at the end. This is super easy. Just look, one finger push, bing, that's it, and it snaps in. So this is super easy to use, super easy to clean, and I mean the working area is massive. If you're looking for a diode laser, because personally every laser, I just keep repeating these things, every laser has a purpose. Diode lasers are amazing for engraving in wood and cutting in wood and things like that. CO2 lasers are great on acrylics and everything in between. And also they're both great with tumblers. This machine has a port for the rotary. They're working on the rotary and also the razor. So you can remove the drawer and put the machine higher to do taller things. But this is the first machine completely enclosed, production enclosed, that it has such a massive working area. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been doing projects so far with the prototype that I will never do on a diode laser, because this is not just the area, but that they advertise, but it's also the working area. So you can actually see your laser going from the corner to the corner and using the entire area. That's why this machine is so important, in my opinion, for any person looking to do business with their lasers. So let's remove those screws, and I'm going to use their tools. I mean, I do have mine, but let's use the one they sent. So the whole structure of this is very well. It's stainless steel. They have aluminum. Of course, they have the molding plastics and a bunch of other stuff, like many other machines available in the market. And I'm just taking the screws on the side. And yes, it's a little bit tricky because fat fingers again. But I use machines from open frame all the way to completely enclosed machines. This is how the tag looks. If you wonder how I identify the tag, this is how the tag. Remove the screw. So please remove the screw. And every laser has a purpose. I mean, we have here lasers for pretty much everything. We have on the store the diode laser that we use for mainly wood. We have, well, I did engrave photos on the slate on this machine too. And let me tell you something, that the quality of how you see the real-time preview, because first diode laser with a real-time preview of what you're doing, that was very impressive. I see a photo and that's what I'm getting. How is that I'm more precise with my left hand than with my right hand? This is kind of ridiculous. There you go. Here is the other one. So 2 of 3. The third one is here on the back. So you can slide this in some point. No, it's attached to that. So let's take this one out. It's on the wall. So this prevents everything from moving, left, right, up, down. Here we go. And I need to take this bumper out. Yes, the bumper didn't come out in here. I barely see here. I can't reach. There we go. So first of all, that's why you read the manual and I did not. It has this and say remove the screw, right? So when I remove the screw, I was like, okay, that's done. Now you need to remove the cushion on the back too. So it's 2 screws, not 1. So yeah. And please do that before you put power on the machine. Don't power the machine and do it because you don't want this to break as soon as you buy it. So here we go. There we go. This is free. And I'm going to show you how the module goes on this because it's super easy. All right. So let's put the camera here. And let's lower this for you there. And let's try to zoom in a little bit. All right. I don't know why my internet is so bad today. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, so here is the laser itself. I know my video is terrible. Apparently my internet is dial-up, but I'm so sorry for that, guys. I'm definitely going to record a whole other video to put it there with more clear explanations and close-up shots and all that with different cameras. But I want to show you this first of all. So as right now, Ray, the whole distance is about, I want to say 3.5 to 4 inches safely engraved. But you can remove the base and put the laser taller to engrave thicker materials. You just need to be inside the range of the focal distance. Yes, actually, I don't know if you saw the video. Leo from Raleigh Automations was on interview with me and Rizo, which is the head developer of this, and the production manager from Aliencell. And we have a video. He talked about what is going on up and down on the production, on the solution of different problems that we have with laser engravers. And ultimately, he approved, and I want to say he put his seal of trusted on the company, and that is the new thing for the laser engravings in diode lasers, especially. So that was very exciting to see. All right, so the module. So it's a dovetail style. So you see these 2 groups in here, and you see the lines in here, dovetail. This is how you install the module in this laser. So you have a hose for the air, the cable for the power. You just put this on, like so. Slide it where it sits. I'm not doing nothing. I just slide it and let it sit. You just, there you go. The latch on the side, just leave the lever, and now we're gonna put the power. You connect the power cable like so. Just push it in place. Your hose is a little twisty pigtail, I'm gonna call it. Just put it here, and that's it. You are with your laser ready to be powered on. So, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, I do see a couple things differently on the laser. Number one, the codes, you see some, I don't know, let me move the camera for you guys here so you can see it, because this is new also for me. So there's a couple of squares that you don't see very well there. There's one here, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one all the way on the back. So those are the camera recognition points. So the camera uses that to position and calibrate and all that stuff. So, and that's with these 2 cameras. When it's closed, the camera, of course, will see there. Now, there's not a lot of clearance here, but it's not meant to have much. The clearance should be to the bottom. This is an autofocus system, so automatically we'll go here. There is a little tower back here that is the one that activates the autofocus up and down. The machine also have an encoder type stepper. So when the machine is powered on and connected to everything, you have an LCD screen here that it will show you absolutely everything that is going on with the machine, not just from settings, but also if you move the machine with your hand to align, the machine always will know where it is. And the software that they are using, that they create for this, the Aliencell Studio, is really tracking the module to the millimeter. It's very accurate and definitely something that I recommend to use. Lightburn, you ask? Yes, it is compatible with Lightburn. Of course, some advanced features are going to be basically in their studio. What's up, Blake? I'm sorry, bro. My video sucks today. My internet is terrible, and I don't know what they're doing that to me. But yes, I'm trying to still go with it and try to make the best of that today. So I'm going to power up the machine. I want to show you here what I'm doing as well, because it's nothing that really that you never do before. It's basically like connected a blender. Right now I'm putting power. So the machine has a monitoring camera, and I want to move this to the side because I want to give you the most of the space. I want to bring my other laptop so I don't use the Mac right now. Is compatible with Mac? Yes, it is. There's a couple of things that I want to point for you. He has an emergency switch here. He has the fire extinguisher, the air assist, the on and off, and the power. It has the lock key here. It's a little padlock drawer here. Accessories on the side. They are very, very useful for different things. Thank you, Ray, for joining. Merry Christmas. I hope you have the best possible holidays ever, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Then on the side, you have a computer icon that it will show you where you connect your computer, and then you have a USB. So you can load your files or G-code files directly here, or source like a SVG files and things like that. Because also, this screen here is an onboard computer. You can store your files there. You can pull the information for everything on your laser. Also, the laser will run an auto diagnostics, just like a bamboo printer. Run the diagnostics and tells you pretty much what is going on, if the fans needs to be clean or not because they're spinning too low, in other elements that will push probably your machine to fail. But it runs out of diagnostics and keeps everything up to you. So let's put this cable here. I'm going to bring the laptop. Is right next to me right now. And then I will show you a little bit more of the stuff that I have in here. So the cable for the laptop, it will go, in this case, the USB-C connects to the machine. And this will go to the laptop. We are going to connect this cable. I wish they send these cords, and this is not them. This is every company. These cords a little bit more than just 3 feet. I mean, at least 10. This is the kind of things that we need 10 wood to work with. But of course, I have a power outlet right here, so why not? All right. So let's put this guy here. There we go. I'm not gonna turn it on yet. Don't push me. All right. So I have my other laptop here. So one more thing that I forgot to tell you. You see this here? This, I'm gonna push it from here because it's easier for me because, you know, fat fingers. This is your maintenance board, and here's the main board with the steppers, the driver connections, and all that. So all the cables that you want to do any kind of a service and maintenance are here. You have direct access to it. So it's very, very simple. So yes, you have a easy access to maintenance, which is great. I love that. All right. So I'm sure the machine is probably going to want to update and do all kind of things. I want to put my laptop in here, half in the air because that's safe. I want to turn this on. So here is the screen of the machine. I'll put it there. So on the front here, we have a PM10, which is to detect the particles in the air, especially for whatever you're doing. Honeycomb, yes, they do have an optional honeycomb that you can buy. For cutting, I recommend the slats. It's great. Please, there you go. Please insert the device USB key. So say the device is locked, I cannot do squat. So remember that little USB that I told you? Here you go. There is the little key. You need this guy. Let's put it in here. If I can just put a USB, it will be nice. There we go. Automatically start there. And what it says the screen to me? I want it in English, españolas. Okay, this is wrong. It should be español, no españolas. But thank you. English. Next. Yes, I agree. It's gonna ask me for choose a network. So I'm not gonna choose a network right now. So I'm gonna skip. By connecting the device to the network, you can receive the latest firmware. I guess I gotta do that. So I'm gonna do the latest firmware. So I'm going to connect to a network. There you go. Yeah, it's a long password. There you go. I hope you guys saw the password on my Wi-Fi. So you need to be in the radius. So it's connecting right now to the Wi-Fi. Hopefully we'll connect easy and quick. And I knew it because I don't know if that was the right Wi-Fi password. Oh, damn, that's wrong. Just right now. So do you connect your machines to the Wi-Fi? You try to do that all the time? Or you guys prefer to not use Wi-Fi on your machine and go with the cable? Wi-Fi connection successful. So here's what I was telling you. So let me put this down so you see the screen. Now it's asking me for the device self-test. So the device is already with all the parts to remove and everything that I need that locks the system. I have the crosshair. So I'm gonna close this lid for now. And I'm gonna leave the machine to do the self-test start. So while the machine does the self-testing, I wanna go to the website and use more of my internet bandwidth. So why not, right? Why not using my complete bandwidth for something else? But I want to go here and I'm gonna see if I can show you this. So I'm gonna share my screen. So here is what I'm gonna share with you. So I'm sure you guys are seeing this. I want you to see this. So I just opened a website, and this is the cost of the machine. So the one that I have right now running the self-test is the one on a 60 watt. So I'm gonna put that for the price on the 60 watt. So this machine right now is 2,500. Aliencell X1 laser engraver. So we have the 20, 40, 60 watt. You have a dual 8 megapixels camera. I already have an error here, and it's going to tell me that I can go for a self test. So let's finish on the website here. So Lightburn, Aliencell, Space. These are the two softwares that you can use right now. You have a 20,000 acceleration speed for a square second square. Then we have a 6.86, 24 by 18. There is the working area, and I gotta say this is a massive working area. 3+ supported materials and fine engraving. That's perfect. Balance, power, and flexibility. That's what I like. I like the 40 watt. I have, and this one is the 60 watt. The other one I have there is for the 40 watt. The working area is a 24 by 18. The system independent system. This is a feature that I've been using a lot, especially when I repeat jobs. So this is very useful for me because the machine can control pretty much anything from the file and send it to the computer. Precise positioning. The positioning is amazingly easy. It's one of the easiest I ever use. Yes, the speed. That's something that I also gotta say, man. This laser is fast. Stability. So they have a couple things that are in stability on videos that you can see on there. I'm not gonna bother you with all that. The software is getting more and more, and you can use Lightroom. That's the most important thing. A couple of things like the camera are not really current supported in that way in Lightroom because Lightroom supports only one camera and the algorithm is different. But let's see what's going on here. So let's see what it says. So exceed the working area has been stopped. Okay, confirmed. So for whatever reason, it went to another location on the working area. I think that's because he didn't sense anything. I didn't put nor the honeycomb or the slats. So probably that is what it is. So right now he's doing a photo calibration. And let me show you this here. Here's the quality of air reading how clean we are breathing here. So what do you think about this machine with all this technology and self-testing? What do you guys think about it? I personally feel like it's pretty cool what it's doing. Right now, the machine, the motion control. So they call it motion control. What it does is create vibration left and right. And based on that, the machine is going to self-correct to use the maximum possible speed without distortion. So you don't see it. I don't think you can actually hear it either. But I don't know, you see like a vibration on the light on the top. I see the module super fine vibrating right now. And I mean, 20,000 millimeters per second square acceleration with a 60 watt module. That's massive. All right, let's left that machine to work in there. So I want to show you what that machine is doing. That I want to show you a couple things here. I want to turn the camera for you there. So right now here, I'm using the 40 watt. Okay, So I'm gonna take the 40 watt out. I mean, this is, don't judge me, okay? I need to clean it. I know, we just finished working today. So this is the 40 watt. It's a little bit smaller than the other one. Has same thing. It's the same autofocus system. You just press the button and it comes out. It's very easy to clean this thing. But the coolest thing is that you can buy just the modules as well and swap it depending where you are. And one of the things that I found with this, because I was concerned about this, if you change for a 20 or for 40 or a 60, they did something that I wasn't expecting, that I learned when I was in China. The laser point is the same in all their modules. Yeah, the same. Which means you can pause the machine, change the module or whatever, or finish the cutting, engraving or whatever, change it to the 60 and cut faster if it's like a fast cutter like that. And you're not going to line because the size that they're using is to the side in width overall, but it's to the sides. So this is the same thing where the laser is coming off is the same thing. That is crazy because other companies, what they do is they make a 40 watt, and if you have a 20 watt, you cannot engrave and then put just your 40 watt and cut faster because it won't work. It's completely different alignment. With these ones, you can, and that's awesome. At the same time, you can calibrate your red cross if something happened. You have a service menu. You can also going to be able to save, and that's on the video that we did with Leo, and you can check it out on the channel. That will help us. You can also save the original parameters from your laser when it comes from the manufacturer. And if something happened and you need to reset your machine, they can send you your parameters for that machine on the calibration from the manufacturer. In that way, you always have the initial calibration settings. So your machine is always kind of a backup in a way. Something fails, some errors come up, the machine connected to the internet will be able to send that report directly to the company so they can analyze the data and try to make sure that the new firmware correct problems that they might have, or they can contact you or you can contact them as well and find the best solution for the issue that you are having. Currently, there's a lot of people here that we were testing and using this laser. Hey, as much as I love Raleigh, I still have the Raleigh here at the shop, but Aliencell is very, very, very welcome in my heart because you see this. This is a couple of days. I keep cleaning this almost every 2-3 days because we got so much materials here with this, and it's just amazing. It's just great. So let me grab that air assist to show you how it is. All right. I have here the air assist. So on the back, it has the power that goes to the computer or the main board from the laser, power adapter, and you have here the tube that you will use to connect the inlet there. So here in the front, my big finger already marked on and off or whatever. So you have an automatic option. So the laser will decide, and you can configure also yourself the amount of power you want per different cutting. Different materials don't need 100% power all the time, so they use 50%, 30%, or something like that. So you have different presets here that you can also switch manually if you want to. Automatically, normally, is going to work pretty well for you. It has a Bluetooth. That is the other option. If you don't want to connect a cable, you can connect via Bluetooth to your machine. So you can use it as well via Bluetooth. And that is pretty handy. So if you are joining us, please say hi on the comments and let us know what you think about this new machine and all the technology that is coming with. So here it is. Have a brief check on the self. And I want to get started. So the firmware version does not match the machine version. Please reboot. Okay. So I need to check the firmware because, again, this machine is just brand new. It has on the wireless line. Here, customize it firmware. Let's see. Update. I don't know if this will get the latest firmware. I think the latest firmware is like version 7 or something. I do have the latest firmware. So please reset. Let's reset the machine. So yeah, it's kind of a hard on the poor machine just going with a hard reset like that. And then I want to show you the size difference between the 60 and the 40 so you can see how that is. So Aliencell, my first impression so far, please do not press on the surface on this, may affect accuracy, the camera position. Yeah, so you press this is plastic, you don't want to damage this part, so of course. So what I think about Aliencell so far. So the company is coming with a very unique approach on laser engraving, especially because they are pushing, in my opinion, the limits of the technology that we use with different things on lasers, and the technology available for current lasers, making this something more user-friendly. I want to say that this is probably the most user-friendly machine I ever seen. I know there is another company that works just cleaning the laser. It's like it's shiny when they're new. There is other companies that tell you this is the best software you can use, the easiest. Yes, it might be easier, but the machine itself is not easy. There's a lot of little things here and there that you need to check. So let me show you this. The lights on this, let me move this a little down. So you have a nice light system here. You can turn it on and off depending your needs. On the screen, it has a lock option, so you can lock this. So when it's working, you cannot accidentally pause the machine. So you need to slide this like a cell phone, old school cell phone slide to unlock, right? The Wi-Fi, you have the information for errors here. The folder that it will have the internal and material testing and everything like that. Then you have the settings. On your setting, you have the device information. The device information, it will tell you what laser is on right now. It will also tell you the machine itself with the firmware version and how many hours is being used overall. Then, sorry about that. Let me go here. Language, you want to change the language. Auto screen on and off in 2 minutes in this case. Auto screen lock on and off. Export log, and this is what you send to the company. You have an issue, you want to export it to them. The privacy policy and the restore factory settings. So this will reset everything on your machine and go back to that. The contact us right now is showing the email. Functions, so brightness of the light right now is in medium. You can go with a high brightness and that will light up everything a little bit better, especially for the camera. So I want to keep it on high because I discovered that works better. Laser power compensation, and right now it says it's open, so that's an automatic function. Flame detection also is open, so that's a function that is there. Device prompt sound, that's the little beeping that we are hearing if I want it or not. And touch sound, now it's mute, now it's not. Maintenance, this is what it comes. So we have that device self-test, photo capture calibration. That's probably what that card is. I need to read the user manual. Laser cleaning, device calibration, and user manual. So on laser cleaning, you have a little QR code that tells you for the steps. So the machine is going to tell you to clean based on their own testing. It's time to clean the fans. It's time to clean this and that. So the machine is going to give you those warnings. Once you get this, you get information, and you can go with a cleanup to show more. Device calibration. You will run all the calibration, especially the motion control and everything that I needed for the machine to work. So the machine is packed with a bunch of stuff right away. I want to show you something here. I'm moving it here. And I want to show you here. I want to move the camera for you. So I want to put this. So I'm going to turn this off, turning the machine off. Always turn the machine off if you're going to unplug electronics. Oh, my watch is so dirty. I'm going to click this out, put the lever off. And I want to show you here, and I want to move the camera so you can actually see. I want to show you the difference on this size. So these are the two different sizes, and the 20 is just a tad smaller than the 40. But look at that. And again, the nozzle is in the same place in both lasers, which is crazy. For me, it's crazy that they did that. So yeah, that's awesome. All right, let me see what you guys have there. And I want to check what happened if I put a 40 on this one, because I know that it should just work, but I didn't do it. I didn't have two different modules. So the screen was telling me 60 when I turn it on with this one. So I want to see that. I'm just turning it on right now with a 40. I'm going to let the machine there for the self-testing. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? You are going to love this machine. I've been using this machine like crazy. You ordered 3 weeks ago. You're going to be more than happy with this machine. I can tell you that. It's not late, Chuck. We were early. You're never late, my friend. All right, so it went to home. It's checking the corner. I want to see what it says here. I want to see the screen. So the screen is still showing me. There you go. The screen is showing now 40 watts. I thought it was 60, but no, it looked autocorrect, 40 watts. So yeah. So the acceleration, again, when you buy a laser, a lot of manufacturers say, oh, my machine goes at 10,000 millimeters per second. Not everything is going to be 10,000 millimeters per second. That's acceleration. This one is 20,000 millimeters per square. Well, how many zeros I'm counting? 20,000 millimeters square acceleration, but the speed is 600. Now, pay attention, kid. 600 millimeters per second doesn't mean that everything can run in 100% speed. That's 600. The speed depends on what your material can take, because getting the material to engrave properly is not a 600. Maybe you can do it on a coated business card, like many companies do the demo, and you see it's super quick. Yes, because that's impressive. But how many of you do text that you not feel? It's just the outlines of the text. No one, right? Everyone feels the text and make it nice and pretty. That cannot be the 600 or the 3,000 or the 5,000 millimeter per second. That's not reality. Reality is a usable option. And for me, that's probably a 300, 400 millimeter per second engraving. And that's what I've been doing. Honestly, that's what I've been doing a lot. 300, 400 millimeter per second on engraving on a 40 watt. So this machine is fast. I can tell you that. All right, what else I can say right now on the machine before going to anything? I already told you you can get a honeycomb, and the honeycomb is pretty nice. It's pretty, really nice. You can get the slats that comes straight with the machine. That's what I would recommend for cutting. I'm using the 40 watt, and I have now the 60 watt to test it and go through it. I think I want to make a dedicated video. This was just the unboxing and go through, but I want to make a dedicated video of what the machine is capable of, because to be able to run this baby right now, I want to need to put air. So my internet is not working enough, I think, to be able to show you results and see like, okay, this looks nice and sharp. I want you to see those results, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do justice with an internet that is not working. So I'm going to do that on a video and publish a video in the full 2K. I think that will be the best. Anyone wants to know something about this machine, please let me know right now in the comments before we call it for tonight. Come on, kids, don't be shy. I'm gonna put my little thing here so I can see you guys. This is it's a big screen here. I'm gonna put this down. So the machine also has the limit switches, so when you open and close, the laser will stop. It's a completely enclosed laser. It has a monitoring camera. Let's open up the software really quick and turn on my laptop. So again, I do believe that the majority of people that works with lasers always think about, I want to get a CO2 laser. I don't like engraving on a CO2 on wood. I mean, it's good, but I like that richness. You know, the richness that, hey, Pam, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I like the richness of what a diode laser actually gave you. But I wanna show you a couple of things. So I'm turning on my other machine here. Your machine needs to restart. Sure, why not? But I'm not doing it. I just turn it on. Reminds me tomorrow. So, and just to show you something, I wanna put this down here really quick. So I just want to show you this on the screen here. So I was cutting this. If I put engrave, you probably will see what I'm talking about, the film. I was just cutting that on their software on the 40 watt a few days ago, and I did a video and took a couple posts and photos about this. But their software is very, very, very easy to use. So here's a new machine, Aliencell. I need now to name it. Switch to this machine. Yes, I want to switch to this machine. So here is the machine itself. The software is very easy to use. You have here a little monitoring screen. And I want to show you this because I think this is pretty cool. So you can actually see the machine. This is the inside of the machine right now. So you can connect it on your phone and monitor this on your phone. Please do not leave your laser unattended, okay? This is just for you to be able to see on the screen while you're still working on your computer, and you should be around your laser, but you don't need to get up and look inside if everything is going okay. You can monitor everything from here. They have everything there, and it will give you some information about your machine and what the job is. You will see the icon of the job here and more information about the settings that you're using and whatnot. Right now, the machine is on idle. It's just waiting for a job. You have a little screen here to turn on and off the lights as well. Here it is, lights on and off, so you can turn the lights off. So right now, I don't know, you see how orangey everything looks. I turn the light on in here and kind of stabilize everything a little bit more. Device information, I can rename the device. I'll do that in a minute. And then configure the firmware version. So if you want to do the Wi-Fi, you want to work wirelessly with the laser, you can also do that. So another cool feature here on the left, you see that I have device list, and it says one is offline and the other one is idle. So this is pretty cool as well, because if you have more than one machine, you can send the job to multiple machines to batch production in any possible way. So this is a machine that it probably will be great for a fast production environment. On a racer bed, yes, they are working on the raised bed and the drawer in front. You remove the whole drawer, and it's a bottomless machine. So yes, there is a racing bed coming on this machine. So I'm gonna put a comment here. There you go, my man. This the answer is going to be available absolutely for you. Um, Not sure when they are going to release that, but it's going to be. I hope soon. I really do hope soon. Now, let me share with you. I think I have it here. I have the link. I have a link that they gave me for the affiliate, of course. And again, the affiliate comes to no extra cost to you, but I do get. This is the affiliate. Um, I do get a kickback that helps me to keep everything going with this. So I will put this link also in the description once I do the final video on this, and with this video as well for the live. But guys, this machine really is something else. I do like how this machine is coming along. Um, Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Rotary, yes, you're going to be able to use the rotary. They're finishing working on the rotary. They have already the port in there. So when they release the rotary, you just plug it in, use it. Racer bed, yes, there is a racer bed coming. They're working on that as well. They have also the air purifier. So you can connect the air purifier and it will start and stop automatically. Same like the air assist is start and stop depending on your configuration. There is no manually operating things, which is what we want. I mean, we want to set everything on the software, send it over, and move on to the next job. So everything is going to be available on this machine, absolutely. So I want to say the main thing that this company is doing right now is, in my opinion, is improving and really adding technology that we thought it was for a different market into the laser engraving. And because of that, we have now a faster machine that, I mean, I did test a lot of machines, and this machine is the fastest diode laser I ever use. Hands down, is the fastest. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Uh, so this machine is the fastest I ever used on a diode laser. And the other thing that I'm gonna say is support-wise. So the biggest problems with everyone right now in every company that sells equipment for us from China is support. There is a couple of things that I learned when I was there in China. Is number one, the communication is a little bit different. We tend to just send an email saying this is not working, in period. A lot of the people that works on the customer service support, probably they have never touched a laser. So most of them don't even know how the machine actually works. I did got your email. I haven't had the chance to reply yet, but once I'm done with all this, I'll check on the email a little further. But I can absolutely do that for you, man. That's not a big issue. And so one of the main ideas is, when you are going to reach out to the customer support in China, this company, any other company, you need to do three things before they ask for it. I want to say, always record a photo, video, or something that tells them what it is and how is failing to you. And the reason is because I learned that in China, the majority of people are visual learners. They need to have a visual representation or a visual something for understanding better the problem. Also, remember there is a language gap. There's a little barrier there. And translation gets gets messy. Trust me, I know. Um, well, galvo lasers are different. A galvo laser is different, Ryan. A galvo laser is, number one, much faster, but it's a laser for just engraving, not for cutting. The problem comes when you want to do a piece that you engrave and then you cut at a specific shape on a galvo. It comes slanted on the cut because the laser beam is moving from one point to a different areas. That's number one. Number two, when that happens, the distance for different areas also change. So the power might not be consistent based on the distance from the main source. On a gantry, this is a gantry laser. The power is consistent across the entire bed, and they're a little bit more slower. But with that being said, there is a big thing. When you are going to cut wood, for example, with your UV laser, you have a 5-watt UV laser, just like mine, that is right there. So when you cut with your UV laser, and if you cut a 3 millimeters basswood on a UV laser, you are still cutting probably at 7 to 10, depending what it is, millimeters per second, right? I cut a 3-millimeter plywood with this machine in about, I want to say 14, 13, easy, safe. If it's basswood core, like for example, I love Creative Cut Supplies. They have a basswood core and they have awesome veneers and everything. I cut those in 20 millimeters per second. So for cutting, if you're going to do stuff like that, that's going to be a lot faster. So you're going to have more speed on the cutting abilities on this machine than on a galvo. If you're going to engrave, depending the type of engrave and depending what you're going to do, not just the speed is going to probably be better on the galvo, but also the detail can be thinner on a galvo. Now, you're going to be limited by size. So in this case, you can engrave on the whole 18 by 24. So I hope that answered your question a little bit. But yes, galvo lasers are amazingly fast for engraving in small reduced areas. Now, can you do glass on this machine? Yes, but you need to have a medium. You need to have something where the laser interact with the glass. I personally would use tempera paint as an interaction medium for it and engrave it like any other diode laser on the market. Probably this one is going to be a lot faster, but diode laser can do a lot with glass as well, with a medium painted, and then you can wash it. I use chalk paint. That works pretty well. Metals, you can do metals. Yes, you can do metals with the diode laser, and actually you can even get colors with the diode laser. I would recommend a marking spray. I use Montport marking spray. It's been amazing. I do not know if the code that I have from Montport is still available and works, but it was like 80% discount using the code pixel80 montport.com. If that doesn't work, you can use a live pixel code on Montport and you also will get a discount. It's about 10% or so. But yes, it will do some metals as well. And again, if you're going to do engraving, I recommend 40 watt. If you're going to be mainly doing engraving, if you're going to be cutting because you want to do furniture, you want to do stuff that needs like a thick piece of cut. Now when I say thick piece cut, I just thinking right now on a steak. Anyways, if you're going to cut something really thick that you have to cut, and here's the thing. Nick and I from Build That Build, we talk a lot about this. If you're going to build furniture, don't cut wood with a laser. You can, yes, but you're going to build furniture by a saw. right? That's just the right tool for the right job. Please, people, the right tool for the right job. Don't burn your house down. So 60 watts is just about the convenience of cutting faster, easier, cleaner, and everything in between. But that doesn't mean that you are going to be cutting a 2x4s. Buy a saw for a 2x4. So that's not, when I see that in someone get a laser in their house for testing it out, okay, well, let's do the review. They put a 2x4 on the laser. I just, who in the hell is going to cut a 2x4 with what purpose? So let's be realistic. What you want to do? Price 60 watts is about 2,500. 40 watt is about $1,900, and the 20 watt is about $1,500. I do believe. Let me check that. I don't want to. So the 40 watt is 1,900. 60 watt 1,500. 20 watt is 1,800. There you go. If you use the link again, you have a little bit of an extra discount that you can use on those pricing. But I recommend, right now they are out of the all-inclusive package, is out of stock. They have it on the 40 watt and the 60. The 20 watt is out of stock on the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive also come with the air purifier. But I recommend personally the 40 watt. 40 watt I think is the middle and is the best for both worlds. That's what I've been using for 6-7 months. 6-7. But yeah, that's what I have right now for you guys. I don't want to do the whole video because my internet sucks today. I don't want to show you something that looks all blurry because the machine does amazing. So I'm going to record a video with that. I'm going to come back with more information about this laser. And please, I want to see something, and I want to do something with you guys. I want to check this video, how many people comment, and then I want to do a really quick live, and I'm going to draw a couple names. So put comments, put questions. I reply to all the questions and all the comments on the YouTube videos. So put your comments, put your questions. After Christmas, we're going to draw some names. We have some Aliencell exclusive t-shirts for you. If you won with me something and you haven't got an email from me, guess what? I don't have your email. If you want something, you need to send me an email. All right? Where you send me an email? Super simple. support@alivepixel.net. If you want something from our live streams, send me an email, send me a message, just put it on the comments on the video. I get those on my phone. And I just need to know, hey, I want this. So I will message you or send me an email. support@alivepixel.net. Super simple. So thank you so much. I don't think I'm going to be live, but I will be posting during Christmas and before Christmas. So I'm going to say thank you so much, everyone. This was my Christmas. Thank you, Aliencell, for sending this machine for review and everything. I think you guys are doing amazing with this. I want to keep more people updated about it, and I want to test more about the new module, the 60 watt module, and see how that goes. But the most important thing here is thank you, everyone, for support. Happy, I want to say holidays. Happy holidays for everyone. And fire the laser. Thank you, guys.